Hey y'all, this is Allison. This page that I'm bringing you from my Space to Craft was actually done over the course of several days. I'm sorry I haven't posted a video in a while, but I finished about half of this page, and I went downstairs and pinched a nerve in my back. So I have not been able to go back upstairs to finish this page until this evening. I haven't been sleeping well. I'm okay during the day, but nighttime is terrible, and I just didn't want to risk worsening it by walking up the stairs. So I have some pictures. I have trimmed them somewhat. As you can see, I'm still trimming. I have this Creative Memories Candy Shop collection, and I had some papers that were already cut, so I'm trying to use those scraps, if you will, for this page. It's a 2-page layout. I had some other pictures you can see up in the top of the screen that I had already cut into circles. It's of my daughter blowing bubbles at the same party. It's just not going to fit on the page, and it's not going to look right. So I'm going to do a separate page for those. So I pulled out the coordinating mats. I had this whole collection. I have this beautiful embossed, glossy embossed, very thick cardstock, the designer paper, and the mats. I may also have had the tone-on-tone paper. Anyway, I have a lot of it. It's a beautiful collection, very bright colors, very fun. This was a wedding party, but the couple got married actually in Greece, so it's not of the wedding, it's just of a celebration party. And so I'm going with these bright colors. And folks are wearing turquoise, my mom's wearing pink, so I'm just leaning into those colors. So I'm trying to pull out some mats that I can use. Try and get a few of those things used up. And I'm just going to set them on here, and then I'll trim them out. And we'll just use my personal trimmer to trim all the photos. And this page actually, even though it was spread out over a couple of days, it did come together relatively fast. I had another piece of paper with green polka dots on it, and I decided it was too much green on green, so I'm going to add this turquoise dotted paper. And I just had a picture of the venue, and then that's the bride and groom, and then the mother of the bride. And I'm just doing this very simple, pretty simple layout, just letting the papers tell me what I can do with it, basically. I am going to stack these photos. I do end up trimming a tiny bit off of them. I think mostly so that I can have a little bit of space at the top and bottom of the page. So I'm just taking a tiny bit off each one, but I'm still going to stack them together. And then unfortunately I couldn't shrink these pictures. They are still I got a little tiny bit off them, I think, but not much, because just the way the picture was taken. All right. So I'm at this point, I'm thinking, all right, this is close to what I want. I'm trimming this matte card. It's a journaling card. I'm trimming it up a bit so it'll fit a little better on the page. I want the embellishment part to show. And I'm just going to tuck that in. And then I have a little packet of embellishments that I had pulled. And I had already pulled a couple of journaling boxes, but I ended up not using them because I pulled that card out instead. All right, and this is several days later. And by the time I got here, I was feeling a little bit over it because I'd been thinking about the page and wishing I could get up there, and knew I needed to post a video and finish stuff. So I'm just looking at, I had pulled quite a few pieces. I'm not going to use all of them. I was looking to see if I could find another piece for this Join the Fun. These are some vellum pieces I've had for a while. I do like the look of them on this page, so I'm going to use them. And I'm just playing around. I'm not 100% happy with things yet. And this looked a little crooked to me, so just wanted to redo that. And I have these little vellum pieces. Some of these things that I had pulled will go on the next page that I'm going to do. These are the alphas that go along with this set. So they're pretty big, they're pretty wide letters. So I'm going to take out my Creative Memories Titletopia. I love this tool so much. I don't use it that often, but it's super handy for lining up alphas. And this is a pretty long word. I'm just going to do celebrate, and then I'm going to do their names. So I love this little positioning tool. Some of the letters moved, but it's easy enough to line them back up. And I have these little letters from, I think they're from Spellbinders. They do not, first of all, they do not stick at all because they're so thin. So the adhesive really doesn't work that well. So I'm just going to set them on there, and then I'm going to glue them down off video, because you guys don't need to see me doing that. So I'm just putting their name. It's Brian and Vivian. And there was a little and in the alphas too, so I'm going to take advantage of that just to tie the two parts of the title together. And these colors on this set of alphas are not perfect, but they still have the same feel with the multicolors. So I'm pretty happy with it. And then I had some turquoise embellishments that I'm going to pull out. So I'm going to go ahead and commit the vellum. And I decided to move that down since I have the title at the top, so I didn't want that to be at the top. as well. So trying to get some movement around the page. And I don't have a lot of embellishments to add to this. I am going to use some, add some hearts. And I'm just using my Creative Memories Heart Punch. Since this is all Creative Memories paper, I thought I might as well use that punch instead of my dies. And the punch is faster at this stage than the dies. So just adding 3 little hearts around it. So very minimal embellishment. And I have this little set of teal, and there's some little pink flowers, some teal gems. And so I'm just going to use that instead of enamel dots and sprinkle those around the page. I would say place them around the page rather than sprinkle. And I don't make you watch me glue them down. But I am just placing them. And then I'll glue them down off video, and this page is done. I'm just keeping it simple, y'all, because there's a lot of photos on here and a lot of bright colors. So please give this video a thumbs up. We're going to get a few close-ups of the title area and the other embellishment area. And come on back, I've got that bubble page coming up next.